Hello, crafty friends. How are you guys doing? I see Thelma and Alice, and I see Mary R. and Irene. Good to see you guys. Did I catch everybody, honey? Uh, Looks like it. Good to see you. Oh, and there's Kim. Hi, Kim. Oh, we have fun stuff today. I get tired of talking about just dies, although I'm not tired of the dies. The dies are fabulous. Just ask me how many I've bought. No, don't. Grace is here. You can't ask me that. But yeah, I'm not at all tired of the dice. But I did want to have something different to show you today. So we're going to look at some new and relist products that have just come in. We're going to start with things that are not on sale, and then we will go to things that are on sale, okay? But before we do that, I want to remind you guys about what we did on Saturday because I'm just so very pleased with the way these cards turned out. You dropped the camera. Thank you. I'm so very pleased with the way these cards turned out. This is one of my favorites, and it took, I think you guys could, who were there, could back me up. It took like seconds to do this card. It was so quick and so easy to do. I can't believe it. Under 2 minutes probably to make this card. And it's so very pretty. This is from the Timeless Tidings collection by Tonic Studios. This card was done using the stencil set, the layering stencils. This one was done using the paper pack, as well as one of the toppers out of the topper pack. I also added some red satin ribbon, some red Swiss dot paper, and a little bit of gold cardstock, a little bit of glitter gold cardstock. But I just love these cards. I love the way they turned out. Some of you will be getting these for Christmas. This is our more masculine card. I don't know what it is about this card, but hi Glenn, I just didn't want to do anything else to it. I loved the way that the foil played with the trees that did not have foil. I loved the way the banner looked across there. And then I just added a piece of satin ribbon by running tape down the back of my ribbon and clipping it in the corners. And I just love the way this card turned out. This one is made using our paper pack and two of our toppers. This was on the topper sheet and this was on the topper sheet. These beautiful holly and the beautiful pine cones come right out of the paper pack. You see a little bit more of my glitter cardstock this time, and you see a little bit more of that Swiss dot red, then a little little bow, not really a bow, a ribbon. And just so impressed with this, with these card supplies. I just had to show them to you again. Here is this, once again, is from Tonic Studios, the Timeless Tidings collection. The bird is beautiful. This and this came out of the Toppers collection, mounted on some red cardstock. This one, if you were here, this one was not turning out right, and I was getting a little flustered with it. So imagine my delight and surprise when Lauren came in after we finished class, and out of the cards on the table, she said, I love this one the most. Because it gave us a hard time. But look how beautiful it turned out when it was all said and done. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. So this is the one we couldn't get to turn green. We finally did it by combining our gilding waxes in our autumn bronze and our turquoise. And we got green. Go figure. Bryce was kind enough to use the die set and cut out some die cutting for us so we could give us an example of the die cutting set from Timeless Tidings. Oh, and by the way, here's another one that we worked with. This was from the, what is it called though? It's the Rub-On collection anyway, the foiling collection. And we made our own toppers out of the foiling collection.
Alice asked, what is on the pine cones?
What's on the pine cones? I used gilding wax. Gilding wax from Cosmic Shimmer, or from Creative Expressions, and from, what's the other one from? I get it from two different companies. Gilded Touch from Cosmic Shimmer. It's right the first time. And I also used some from come on. It's gotta be right here. I can't lay my hands on the other one. There's two brands I use. And oh, here it is, Pink Ink. It's also called Lyrical Wax. So that's what I used. And I ran it through the 3D embossing folder, which is also part of this set. And how beautiful that 3D embossing folder is. In fact, next I'll show you one that we didn't do anything to. It just mounted on the card. And so pretty, pretty, pretty. So this one gave me a really hard time. And yet that was actually one of the favorites. And as I look at it again this week, I think it's actually one of my favorites too. But who'd have thunk it? It was the one giving me a hard time. And then this is what the 3D embossing folder looked like when you just emboss it and mount it on a card with some Mary board and one of the toppers from the collection. I mention this again because we still have a nice supply of these. This is the Timeless Tidings collection from Tonic Studios, and it's all half price. So if you are at all interested in this, run out and get it right now while the price is low. Leaving up the Black Friday prices, I've left them up some extra time for you, but all good things must come to an end at some point in time. So we may be approaching that point, guys. Okay, I also wanted to talk to you about some new, well, again, new products that just came in. And I'm going to flip off my light in the hopes that the light inside this box will show. There we go. This was the little nature box that I made. Now, I'm glad that this can be both Christmas and winter because it took some time for these to get here and then for them to get out of the box because we just had so many boxes coming in. So we may be doing our class on this soon. And I don't think that it's going to be lost on the idea that we are too close to Christmas because this is absolutely wintry too. So I still plan to do a class on this. We just got these listed though. If you look for them, if you look for them, you're not going to find them yet because I was crazy, listing like crazy in the house just before I came out here. So it's not pushed to the store yet, but they'll be out there when they do the newsletter. So this is what that looks like when it comes in a kit. And it's called the Christmas Plywood Collection Layered Scenery. And you pop all the pieces out, paint them, and assemble them. And I don't have that number yet, Mary, but I will try and get that number really soon, okay? Because like I said, I just haven't even really had a chance to price all the materials and look at what I'm going to put in it yet, because I just did 20 minutes ago put this in the system. But I will get you a price. It may be combined with I might do, I don't know, we'll see. If it isn't too much, I might do a combined art journaling and the little Christmas hutch together because you use some of the same materials. So it may be less expensive if I combine them. We got more art journals in. These are from Ciao Bella. Love, love, love this. These are great. Now we have this in 2 different. Of course, you need that class discount gun. This comes in 2 great weights. The one that I've been using is, I think it's the one I've been using, is 250 GSM, and it's holding up to wet media just fine. But we also have it in a 350 GSM in case you want a little heavier one. This one costs a couple dollars less, and this one's a little bit more. They're both very affordably priced, though. So from Ciao Bella, we have those. This is also from Ciao Bella. I know in those boxes there's more of this. This is the first of the toy shop to be relisted. We sold completely out of the toy shop. And this is the clear, uncut, transparent adhesive sheets. These are stickers that are not die cut. So you can cut them out with your cutting dies. You can cut them out rough cut. You can cut them out precisely. You do what you want to do with them. But they're beautiful. Come in a little closer on this one. Yeah, I hardly give you guys any discounts. It's no wonder Glenn has to ask. Okay, look at the trains, and the imagery in this collection is just truly beautiful. So I'll push that out to the store later. From Paper Rose Studio, we have embossed die cuts. These go with the Christmas Tree Farm. Come in closer, please. Now, these will have a little white shadow around the die cutting, just so you know. Some don't have any. This does have a little white shadow around them. Doesn't bother me, but it bothers some people. I love them. Look at those baby animals. He's in scarves. Everybody in a scarf. They're just gorgeous, and they also have that clear embossing on them. So they're die cut and embossed already. Okay, let's look at a little studio light. All of these that I'm showing you are not on sale at this point in time. These are not on sale. These are brand new products through the door. So this is accessories weeds. You're going to see a common theme in some of these materials because I love the ocean, and they have lots of really good ocean things. So this one, I got a kick out of the name, though. Instead of calling it coral or plants, they called it accessories weeds. That made me happy. It's easy to make me happy. I love this one. There's in the listing, you can see a couple of tags that have been done using this die set. I need this because I wanted it to go with my front porch collection. My front porch, summer porch, my summer porch collection that was very beachy. Remember that one when we did that? Well, I still have a lot of that left, and I wanted this to go with it. I love this one. You can see the fish running, and then you got the waves, of course the ship's wheel, and then the 2 sailboats, all done in a nice silhouette. Beautiful. You need exactly one color to do that, black. You can do it in different colors if you want to, but you only have to have black. Okay, and this set just makes me happy too. I had to have these to go with some of the Dutch Doobadoo stuff I'm going to show you. The words Blub, sea, SEA, see you soon, ahoy, underwater, waving, love, I otterly, great, mermaid, blub, there's more than one blub, relaxing, hello, little sailor, there's no otter like you, best wishes, seize the day, you're mermazing, fantastic, set your sail, new adventure, side from, alone, tie the knot, thanks. This is going to be a great set for me. Hi, Karen. Good to see you, friend. I love this paper pad. I got 2 of these personally because they are beautiful. Now I want you to think about all those little Dutch Doobadoo characters I have from that collection. These are double-sided sheets. So I've got the shipwreck, the bottom of the ocean there. I've got just beautiful light coming from the top of the water. I love it the way it comes down in the rays. Isn't that pretty? Highlighting the stuff on the bottom. I like the fact that we've got these corals and things on the bottom of the ocean, and then we've got the sky above. Makes me want to put a whale jumping out of the water or something on that one. These neat stripes, diagonal stripe papers. Look at this sand. It's just like the tide going out. Isn't that cool? So good for your ocean themed stuff, guys. Beautiful. And I have so many fun ocean things in. Look at this one. That one looks like it needs a little mermaid or something in it, doesn't it? You kind of need to have Ariel or a mermaid swimming around in that. Love that sand. Sand is going to be great too. More sun rays coming through the water. Just imagine all the little characters I can put in here. I'm so excited about this. Little different color sand. Bubbles in the water. So I'm excited about these. This is the designer paper pad Make a Splash. I got 2 of those for me. So cute. So when we're talking about Dutch Doobadoo, let's talk about some of the things I might have to put on that paper pad. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at the turtle family. I tell you, the designers at Dutch Doobadoo, they got it going on. Look at the expressions on those faces. To sheer bliss. A little baby with a crown and mommy just smiling so proudly with her flipper over baby. So cute. This one is called Turtle Family. And it's a good size stamp. It'll be a really nice focal image. Of course, I'm going to have this too. Let's just show you how cute this is going to be with this paper pad. Let's see where we want to be. You have to kind of pretend the package isn't here to do this, but just imagine how cute that's going to be on that background. Isn't that adorable? Or on this one. I have a little more room. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. All righty. He's just giving me a hard time, Mary R. He just giving me a hard time. Okay. Look at these critters. These are so much fun. More from Dutch Doobadoo. more from Dutch Doobadoo. Let's see what we have in this pack. Puffer fish. I have a crab. I have a starfish. Now, see those stamps we had here a minute ago? You're utterly amazing. I utterly love you. Here's that turtle again. This is kind of funny that this jellyfish thing, it almost makes it look like she has a deep diving cap on. Jellyfish. Here's my whale. Somebody's got to remind this guy that fish are friends, not food. A whale and a narwhal. How cute is that? So, of course, I have these in my basket. Of course I do. These are just so cute, these ephemeras. Oh my gosh. They're called die cuts. It's the same thing. Ephemera, die cuts, whatever. We have some more sentiments from Dutch Doobadoo. I was teasing before we started today to say that kind of reminds me of saying Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Dutchy Doobie-Doo. Dutch Doobadoo. We got cinema tickets and tickets. Party, admit one. Make waves. Let's celebrate. I love sea. It's time for travel. Sand, sun, and sea. Under the sea. Waving hello. My home is the sea. Feel better soon. Long time no see, SEA. Seize the day, SEAS. Ocean is my home. Take me to the sea. See you. Ahoy, matey. Hi there. Hello. Secretly a mermaid. And ticket at one. Tickets work so well on your pages and your compositions, though, don't they? You know, because it just seems like there's always room for a stamp or a ticket. You do something creative. Okay. I really argued with myself back and forth about whether I was going to buy these. And ultimately I did, but I only bought 3 of them. This is Lindy's. And Lindy's, we used Lindy's in that class that I went to for just all kinds of things. Now this is really quite a lot. Maybe I'll get it open without tearing it up. It's quite a lot like Jamie powder, except that I don't believe these are pearlescent. These are more like clear colors. No, this does say shimmer shaker, shimmer shaker. No, they are shimmer. Okay, I take it back. Shimmer shakers. But we used ours to actually paint our little house. We used it to paint our trees. We used it to do all kinds of things. And I actually also used it when I did the pages in my journal. I kind of covered the journal page with On one, I painted it on and just kind of didn't worry about whether it was really uniform. I kind of liked it when it wasn't uniform. And another page that I did where I used a sea sponge to create an outline to my page. Anyway, this is Lindy's Gang. It is a different version of watercolor powders, and they're great. These were made to match the Katie Petite Laurel Garden set. If you're interested in that, these will match, be an exact match for the inks in the Laurel Garden set. But they're also just really functional. If you have Jamie powders, however, you can do exactly the same thing. Let's look at Sweet Bee Memories. Sweet Bee Memories. This is die cut. These flowers have been die cut. These flowers are die cut. And these flowers and images are die cut. All of these images are die cut. All of these are die cut. These larger images are die cut. All of these layers are die cut. All of these tags are die cut. So the entire collection here, everything you see, these little envelopes for your pages and creations are die cut. Okay, so this is all die cuts from Studio Light, bee-related die cuts. I'm going to show you this one. This one's called Sunflower Elixir. Sunflower Elixir. I'll open this one up so you can see it. It's quite beautiful. Yes, the Empress is an Anna Griffin. That's what Margie has. Okay, so this is the Sunflower Elixir 6x4 card pad. And come in a little closer on these images, honey. This is their recommendation for what these cards might look like, given the materials in your kit. Cute little dog. Beautiful woman. Pretty flowers. Beautiful. Okay. Here's some sentiments and tags. These are not die cut, but they're all straight cut, so very easy to pop those out of your page.
Adeline?
Hi, Adeline. Look at these beautiful cards. This could be two different card faces, or it could actually be a card blank too if you wanted to use it that way. Same here. Background papers. And cut these for card faces, or you could use them as card designs. Full score of them and use them. If you do that, you're going to have lots more card bases, but you're not going to have a lot of paper to use. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen the other. I love the bees on this too. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, it comes with 3 cards that are pre-cut and folded. They're 4x6 cards. These are folded at the top. These are folded at the side. So you get 6 cards in the set. It does not come with envelopes. And then you've got die cut pieces in here to use on your cards. So lots of beautiful potential in this kit. The 6x4 Sunflower Elixir card kit. In my mind, any time of year is the right time for sunflowers. Sunflower elixir. You guys really like it when I find for you some more religiously oriented toppers. And I brought in one pack specifically for those of you who get frustrated about this time of year when we're out of most of the religious things. This one's called Oh Holy Night, and it's one of the new pocket pads, the new square pocket pads. I want you to see these come in close on this. You also get some very traditional Christmas in here. Like some of the other topper pads and little books, you get multiples. So if you wanted to layer some of these up, you could. Look at that beautiful poinsettia. Pretty French horn. I actually expected this to be more religious in nature, but so far it's kind of classical. There's cross. It's pretty with the chorus. There we go.
Karen says she's always looking for Hanukkah crafting because they're difficult to find.
Hanukkah crafting can be very difficult to find. I have a couple of friends who are Jewish and who look specifically for Hanukkah, and I'm always on the watch out, but we don't get an awful lot of it. This doesn't disappoint. It actually has quite a few traditional religious themes in it. Love the dove. Okay, so that is Oh Holy Night. This little square pocket pad. I have, I think, 3 of these. So if you're interested in that one, get it now because these always go out the door. Okay, I have something that I bought is because I was totally transfixed with it and I needed I needed to see it in person. This is something new from Hunky Dory. They have not done this before. Some of this will be Christmassy. Some of this will be very, very good winter themed stuff. This is the festive parchment scenes. I want you to think about what some of these are going to look like lighted up. That'll be beautiful. There's more than one sheet there. There we go. You put these on white, they just jump off the page. There's 24 scenes. I think we have 4 each of 6, probably. I'm actually a little surprised that some of these aren't full sheets, but they might be. We've got Christmas food. These parchments will be beautiful lighted. There's Santa making his list and checking it twice. Love those chairs in front of the fireplace. It's just so homey looking, isn't it? I also love the Christmas tree. This is one that I would love to light. It would be beautiful. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Look at the difference between where it's on the white background and where it's not. Isn't that something? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Just think these would be so pretty. Look at that cabin down there. That little cabin. It's so pretty. We got birds. We got birds. We got our penguins. We got our fox. We've got our deer. And we've got our robin. Four each. Love this with the train. Look at the train coming in. How pretty is that? Then you got this old car with the tree on top. How pretty is that? Love that. Double-decker bus. And that's it, I guess. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Festive parchment done in an 8x8. That's what's different about this, is they don't usually do it in an 8x8. This time they did. Excuse me. Okay, time to get back to some of the sale merchandise. These things I've been showing you here are not on sale. They're new in. But they're all limited availability, so if you want one of these things, grab it. Will these eventually go on sale? Eventually. They'll probably be in our after Christmas sale, if they haven't sold out by then. But love that festive parchment. Okay. All right, back those up and let's go back to creative expressions. Love the sentiment on this one. You make my heart smile. Love that. That's what it looks like. Two dies. You have the basic cutting die and you have the shadow. Lots of Art Deco this time. Here's Art Deco Collection Dazzling Diamonds. Here's Art Deco Diamond Radiance. These can go in the box on the table. Thank you. Here is the Art Deco fan background. Love this one. So pretty. This is a single cutting die. Big. It is going to remain a mystery. It's 12.9 by 14. Oh yeah, 5.1 by 5.8 inches. Here's a border in those diamonds. Art Deco Collection fan border. Here's Art Deco Collection fantail rosette. We actually have quite a few Art Deco fans. Ornate labels for Art Deco cards. Labels and corners. Each one of those has a die and a shadow. Art Deco oval frame. Each one of these layers has a die and a shadow. Now I want to remind you what I mean by when I say a shadow. What I mean is we've got this die here, which is kind of the essence of the cutting die with all the pattern in it. But this can be used to make an aperture where you're cutting right into your cardstock. It's not cutting your cardstock out, it's cutting into the cardstock. If you want to make it cut it out, you put the shadow behind it. The other thing the shadow's great for is cutting a piece that's perfectly sized to go behind the other die. So if I wanted to do this in black, for example, and I wanted to do this in gold behind it, the gold would all shine through in every place that's been vacated by the black, where it's popped out. And the same thing is true here. We have a die that cuts right into the card, an aperture die, and then we have a shadow to go behind that, which actually cuts that die out of your paper, or it can be used to put a colored background behind that layer. And then we have this oval, and it has its own layer behind it. So you get 6 dies in that set. That's beautiful. That's very functional too. You just do so much with that. I like this one. I'm not a huge Art Deco person, but I think I bought this one because I thought that old car would be great fun. Look at those. That's great. Art Deco collection, Travel in Style. Switching gears here, we have a Celtic collection. Celtic. It's a single die. We have the checkered hearts. I love the way when you look at this, you see the solid hearts first, and then you see the white hearts, or you might see the white hearts and then the solid hearts, but it kind of plays a little bit with your eyes. Pretty. And yes, this one actually does have a cutting edge all the way around the hearts. So it will cut out that design. But if you wanted to have an aperture, or excuse me, a background cut to fill in the hearts, you know, if you wanted to cut it in red and pink, you could absolutely do that. Layer those up. Here's a herringbone background. This is a really simple background, but it's one of those that's going to go with almost anything you want to put it with, because it's just going to be beautiful. It'd be fun with this one to put some different colors in these different layers to kind of accentuate the valley and mountain folds. See them in there? That would be fun. I'd maybe do one side in one color and one side in the other color to kind of accentuate that.
Or do the
mountain and
in
valley
one color.
Excuse me?
Do the every other valley in what color?
Uh-huh. Really fun. Love this one. This is background's called Layered Leaves. And you've got that stitchery in the leaves. If you wanted to, it's got piercing in there. And if you wanted to, you could stitch on this. Come in a little closer. You could stitch on this. See all this stitchery lines? You could embroider on this if you wanted to. Or you don't have to. You could just get that nice piercing effect. It has 2 dies. We have the aperture and then the cutout die with all that piercing on it. Love this one. I love peacocks. Look at the peacock plumage. That's very, very pretty. Teddy said, Mama, we haven't done a Teddy cam. You hang on a minute and we'll do one, okay? We'll do one. This is about 6 by 6. It's about 5 by 5. Love this plaid. This plaid is beautiful. You can cut it as an aperture or you can cut it all the way out. And this one is almost 6 by 6, 5.8 by 5.8 background. These are all half price. Scattered leaves. We've got aperture dies and shadows. Best wishes. You are the best and thinking of you. This one's called the Banner Collection, Floral Wishes. Okay, I have the Belgian Collection, Antwerp. This has 5 dies in this collection. Doesn't look like it when you first look at it, does it? Let's see where those dies are. We have a little oval in the center. We have a die that cuts an aperture here. Then we've got a cutout die for that. We've got an aperture die, and we've got a cutout for that. We got Belgian background. Belgian background. Now this is going to be beautiful. I want to just remind you how glorious this is going to look with all this little filigree work. It's going to be beautiful when that's cut out. This is what it looks like from the back. So you've got, looks like we've got 5 dies altogether, 4 dies altogether. 2 cutout dies and 2 let me try that again. 2 aperture dies and 2 cutout dies. This is Belgian Collection. You can make your own frames with this one in any size you want them to be. Or you can use your corners separately. Or your border separately. And each one of those has aperture and a cutout. Here's another Belgian. We have a good Belgian collection here. This is pretty. Look at that one with the little curly cues and stuff on it. I love that one. I like the heavier rings here too. I think that's really pretty. Very, very pretty. This has 6 dies in it. You have 3 apertures. No, you have 2 apertures. This, yes, you have 3 apertures. All 3 of these patterned ones are apertures, and all 3 have cutouts for them. This is beautiful. This is called Belgian, and it's called Brussels. Imagine what this is going to look like when you have all this cut out, guys. These Creative Expressions dies cut out so well. You won't have to mess around with these. They're going to cut out beautifully. You might shim them. I mean, with any intricate die, you might shim it, but you're going to get beautiful detailed die cuts with these. And this is 2 main dies that I see plus 2 shadows. Boy, I love that. I kind of really like this heart shape in here. Be fun to use for Valentine's Day to accentuate that. I like this one a lot. I'll tell you what I love about this one. I can use this as a background, and that's what it's intended for. Boxed sentiments, birthday wishes. But I can also use all of these sentiments separately. So I get lots and lots of functionality out of it. And I can use just the box separately if I want to, too. If I want to layer in coordinating but different patterns in paper. I can use that to do a really pretty box, as well as the greetings. So you get a lot of, you get a lot of choices with this one. It's done in a single die, interestingly enough, but you can use all those pieces separately.
Good night, Adeline.
Just because. Good night, Adeline. Just because. Big, beautiful, just because. Here's the Canadian collection. This has 4 dies. I love this. That's beautiful scroll work and pretty corners. And you got that excellent accent die.
Where's the 4th?
Excuse me?
It says 4 dies, but I only see 3.
Let's look. There are 4. It's cutting out the center separately. Canadian Collection, Montreal. Some of our card makers who want to make smaller cards were attracted to these that have the smaller frames. Here's Caribbean Island, border, accent, and tag dies. A lot happening here. You got this pretty border, but you've also got a nice cutout for that. And you've got the accent, and you've got a nice cutout for that. You've got the corner and a nice cutout for that. So have a lot going on there. Live the life you, live the life you have imagined. Dream. Live the life you have imagined. Dream. It actually has 2 dies because it has the aperture and a cutout. Sweet friends, refresh the soul. Friend. I love that. Our friends do refresh our soul, don't they? Know that you can handle everything. Strength. That's beautiful. You can think of all kinds of occasions when you might want to use these. This is called Dainty Lace Edger. I love it when they do this. Look at the configurations they've done with this dainty lace. Come in closer, please. There's only 2 dies in the set, but look what they're doing with this set. Oops. Let's see if I can get around it. Stacks enough to show that. So we've got this one, cut 4 times, creates this one. This one, cut 4 times, creates this one. What are they doing here? Oh, they're cutting this 6 times to create this bigger circle. But I think that's marvelous. Again, just think about the functionality. Beautiful. You could also make your own borders all the way down the side of a card. You've got just corners. There's just so much you can do with that. This one is called Configuration Sunrise Adornment. For the aperture and the shadow. Here's another one of those ones that this is called Teardrop Adornment. And this is another one where they're showing you so many choices of what you can do with this. This is fun. So cutting this 3 times and lining these up so that the little humps are right next to each other, you get this. You can put 4 of them together to get this. You can put 2 of them together to get this. Love that. Okay, this is separate cutting edges. This die allow you to create different edge designs or cut out the shape completely. Oh, I see. So instead of giving you a, you can cut this out with just on the edge of your card. See that? By using this half shadow along the edge. Or you can cut it out completely using the full shadow behind the entire die. This is called endless options. I think we're discovering that all of these dies have almost endless options. Get all the choices you have here, and using parts or full. Lots of choices. I like this one. Alphabet grid. And this one will cut out the letters and numbers as well. So you can cut out the letters and numbers with an opening, or you can cut out the letters and use just the letters. Line those up. It'll be very easy to line up next to each other. It cuts all in one pass, so if you need duplicates of letters, you'll cut it more than once. This is the Art Deco alphabet uppercase. This has been popular. We had this once before, and this, I think, actually sold out. We might have one left now because it came in the second box. Luck of the Irish. Best of luck. 4-leaf clover. St. Paddy's Day. Didn't have to be St. Patrick's Day, but if you like St. Patrick's Day, it's a great one. Love this. It's so beautiful, the script. Enjoy. You can put that inside a lot of the different frames. It is going to be gorgeous. Discover, inspire, create, imagine, dream, art. Wowzer. That is tonight's Creative Expressions dies, and I'm finishing with 1 minute to spare. I kept you late the last couple weeks, and I'm getting you out on time tonight. That doesn't mean we're out of Creative Expressions. Teddy, you want to come and get a cam for Mary R? Teddy cam? Come on.
Hey, Mama.
Hurry up. Hurry, hurry.
This way.
Come here. Come on. Let's go. There he is. There he is. Come on. He says, hi. Hi, everybody. I'm here. I'm here. I'm trying to get my puppy crack. Sit, please. What a good boy you are. Now let's turn around the other way. Come here. Come on. Oh, you're dropping it. You're dropping it, Ken. Okay, turn around here. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. The kitties were antagonizing Ted last night, saying, come on, chase us. We want to play. I'd spring at him and swat at him and then run because he wanted him to chase him through the house. You're a good boy, Teddy. You love your kitties, don't you? Can you sit, please? Sit, please. I got one more good bite for you. One more good bite. There you go. Teddy. Hi, Teddy. Oh, good boy. He said, oh, you have the whole bag there, Mom. You don't have to stop now. But we really do, Ted. We really do have to stop there. We'll have this for next time. We'll have this for next time. And I will see you next time on Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Mary says she needs to protect him from the trauma of the kittens. Well, I'm sure he would appreciate a visit, Mary R. But when you leave, I'm checking your suitcase. Yes. Who's a good boy, Teddy? Raise a paw, say, I am. So we will be back on Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. If you haven't left a thumbs up, please do that. YouTube uses those to see whether those of you who are here are enjoying what we're doing. And if you have, when we sign off, which we're going to do just momentarily here, hit that refresh button and leave a comment, because Mary R. loves to go through and send a happy gram to one person from, sit down. One person from Wednesday and one person from Saturday. So you might get a chance to get a happy gram from Mary R. by leaving a comment. Tell me what you like today. Tell me how your holiday prep's going. Tell me anything you want to talk about. And finally, if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a thing we're up to. We have fun all the time. I will get back to you on the price of the classes, and we'll get those on the schedule. And I think that's it for now. This is Debbie from Simply Special Crafts, and I'm saying good night, Gracie.